What's up, smarty people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Smarter? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote, and maybe you could have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. Today on the program, interesting facts. Judge Judy earned $47 million per year. For more than 2 decades, Judy Shindlin, known to her adoring audience as Judge Judy, delivered famously withering verdicts from the bench in her daytime TV show of the same name. Although Judge Judy was encased in courtroom-esque fiction, Shindlin is a real judge, having been originally appointed to family court by New York City Mayor Ed Koch. I remember he was New York's mayor back in 1982. He was the mayor that I knew in New York, that I knew of from New York. From Saturday Night Live, he would show up and say, "How am I doing?" And I knew there was a kid named Ken Corday from New York, and he always wanted to be mayor. I want to be the mayor when I go back to New York. He said everything was better in New York. But I digress. And her sharp-tongued legal smackdowns are evidence of her genuine jurisprudence style. While Shindlin herself is the real deal, her cases are not decided in a real court of law. Most of the cases that appeared on the serialized juggernaut Judge Judy, which began in 1996, were real disputes sourced from small claims courts, but instead of playing out in court, they went through a process known as arbitration, a method for settling disputes outside the actual legal system. Arbiter Judy doesn't have quite the same ring to it. Even though the show didn't take place in a real courtroom, Judge Judy still earned some serious bucks. In fact, during the tail end of the show's tenure from 2012 to 2020, Shindlin made an estimated $47 million per year. She was also the highest paid TV show host in 2018 after she sold the show's 5,200 episode catalog for a cool $100 million to CBS. Judge Judy wrapped its final season in 2021, but that wasn't the end for Shindlin, who launched a brand new show, Judy Justice, on Amazon Freevee, and is currently constructing her very own Judyverse on the streaming platform. Even as then I always have trouble with this word. She's 80. She's in her 80s. Octogenarian. Hey, I said it. I did it. I did it all by myself. Shindlin isn't ready to hang up her robe just yet. More facts. Amount of aspiring actors receive for sitting in Judge Judy's paid seats. $8. Salary of federal district judges as of 2023, $232,600 per year, per annum. Number of seasons of Judge Judy, 25. Number of episodes Judge Joseph Wapner presided over on the People's Court, the first reality courtroom show, 2,484. More little tidbits to fill your brain up. The Supreme Court doesn't allow video recordings of its proceedings. While cameras in the courtroom make for good television, much of the U.S. court system, especially the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court, doesn't allow any visual recording of court proceedings. Enacted in 1946, Federal Rule 53, it states that, quote, the court must not permit the taking of photographs in the courtroom during judicial proceedings or the broadcasting of judicial proceedings from the courtroom, end quote. In 1972, the government doubled down and banned television cameras as well. Oral arguments have been recorded since 1955, with the Supreme Court making groundbreaking decisions on a regular basis. There's been growing pressure to allow visual recordings to help inform the American public. And it seems the Supreme Court's camera shyness could soon come to an end. C-SPAN's reporting on 8 of the current justices' views on the matter, excluding the latest addition, Ketanji Brown Jackson, shows that the courtroom is open to exploring the idea. It may not have the entertainment value of the People's Court or Judge Judy, but it'll give Americans a front row seat to some of the most consequential legal decisions in the country's history. How about that for some facts? Judge Judy earned $47 million per year. Not a bad payday. You have any fast facts? Drop some comments below. Like, share, subscribe. I'm supposed to tell you to go to Spotify and subscribe. This way I can maybe start making a couple of dollars, maybe a couple of pennies on this podcast. So go to Spotify and subscribe. Why don't you? Yeah, you're on Spotify anyway. Well, why not? Hey, if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast. It's called What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace.